Okay, while I'm doing my eyebrows, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about how I lost my eyebrows. Now, keep in mind, if I could insert a picture, I would. But today we're going to have, because it's 12 o'clock somewhere, girl. And so this is what we're gonna do. You see this? This is Kahlua, and this is alcohol. So I went earlier to Wendy's, and I got me a cold brew. And so we're gonna add just a little bit of this to our cold brew. Because we get ready to sit and we get ready to do eyebrows and stuff. Let me tell y'all a story about why my eyebrows look like this. Okay, so I was maybe about, I'm gonna say 7. And it was Monique again. My mom had told us, see, my mom back then in the 70s, my mom didn't give a damn. She didn't give a damn. She had us driving and everything else. But we're going to tell those stories in a minute. But we're going to get back to eyebrows. Okay, what I've done so far, I took and I spoolied up my eyebrows and I put this Becca Evermatte primer over them and I set them already so they'll be dry so they won't be moving around when I get ready to do them. So Monique, my mom had told Monique, like, go ahead and light the oven. But this time, but in this kind of time or whatever the fuck, your oven didn't light on its own. So what happened was Monique was like, Monica, Mom want us to light the damn. She said she want us to light the oven. I'm like, Monique, we don't know how to light the oven. She like, yes, we do. We're going to go ahead and do what we saw her do. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I run my ass downstairs with Monique. She opened up the oven door. Now, when she opened up the oven door, I could hear my mom upstairs. She was like, don't turn the gas on. But me and Monique had a plan. We was already playing and she was already in our business. So we went downstairs, opened up the oven door, and guess what we did? Okay, so far what I've done is I made a triangle and you'll be able to see it. The triangle comes from here to here, and I brought the tail of the triangle down to about right there. Then I added another line and I made it to go to right there. If you can look at it, it's an eyebrow. Yes, it's an eyebrow. So what the hell? Oh, okay, anyway. I got to start reading this stuff. So what I did was I went above my own natural eyebrow and I drew a line there and I drew a line there. Now keep in mind, your eyebrow starts here. We didn't touch that part because that part is going to be the lighter part of your eyebrow. So we're going to start filling it in, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish the story. Okay, you should have something that looks just like this. Yes, my friends, this is an eyebrow. Okay, so Monique, we goes downstairs, we turn the oven on. But when we turned the gas on, we turned it on high. We left. And we ran upstairs, start playing again, and this and that and the other. My mom's still hollering downstairs, what the hell is y'all down there doing? Monique like, we just playing it out. She said, did you turn the gas on the oven? Monique lied and said no. Me, on the other hand, I'm trying to tell the truth. Monique looking at me like, I'm like, no, we didn't turn the gas on because ain't nobody trying to fight Monique. Ain't nobody trying to fight her. Okay, so the tools that the eyebrow stuff that I used was these. These are from Maybelline. This is what I'm most comfortable with. This is a black one. This is like a midnight black, like a Noir. And this one is like an auburn. And I use that auburn up at the front over here. So now we're going to get ready to conceal. So now Monique knows we're in trouble because we're going to blow the block up. Okay, as you can see, I have carved out this part of my brow. And what I used was this LA Girl Pro Matte Concealer. And it's in the color, what color is this crap? Toffee. This is the color Toffee. And I used this brush, but see, as you can see how thin that brush is? I took some eyelash glue and I pinched together to get it as sharp as possible so I can make my line sharp. Now keep in mind, my eyebrow looks like this so far. I have not carved out the top. We're going to get to that in a minute. So Monique starts smelling the gas upstairs. She's like, shit. You know what I'm saying? So when she said this, I'm looking like, oh, we're getting ready to burn up the house. We in trouble. Monique like, no, we ain't in trouble because she don't know. So me and Monique dash down the steps back to the kitchen. But by this time, before we can get to the kitchen, you can still smell the gas. I'm thinking, oh my God, Monique then grabbed a pack of matches. So as we run downstairs, now I'm going to blend all this concealer in. So we run downstairs. Monique got the matches. She said, Monica, you take the matches. She said, I'm going to open up the front door. She was like, now we racing to get to the door because we hear my mom coming because now she can smell the gas. And it was enough gas that we had, we just knew we was in trouble. So we're going to take it all the way. Monique, this is her idea. Give me the matches. I'm 7. She's 11. She's 7, 8, 9. She's 9. And she give me the matches. Soon as I get up to the damn oven, I hit the goddamn match like boom. That goddamn match hit that damn fucking gas. That shit went in my face like shoo. And when it blew, it blew in my face, burnt off my eyelashes, as you can see. My eyebrows was gone. So was the kitchen, like towels and stuff. So was everything. Boof. It was just a big... My mom come running downstairs. She's like, oh my God, my baby on fire. Now keep in mind, my hair was brown in the front right here, sticking up like foof. My eyebrows was gone. They brown. Everything's brown. Monique laughing at the goddamn door. My mom pissed. My mom like, y'all can raise my motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the eyebrows came about. Now, as you can see, I did my eyebrows. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is this, brow gel. And we're going to gel our brows, and we're going to push them up just like that. Just like that. We're going to do the other one. You should have enough on your spoolie to where you can do both of them. And now they set. Now, if you see... Look at them brows. We doing makeup today, baby. We doing makeup. So, as we got an ass kicking, we just, my brows never grew back. I never made a big deal about it. It was over. Okay, hey. And we're back. Now, as you can see, I primed my eyelids. And what I primed my eyelids with is this MAC paint pot in the color soft ochre. It looks like, I don't know if I'm showing you like that. But that's what I primed my eyes with. It looks like this. I got that P. Louise and stuff like that, but for this look, I want to use something that I'm familiar with. Now, this story is about me and third grade bully. Child, listen. First of all, Monique was always, because I talk about her a lot, she's my big sister. So I'm the second sister, so I'm her little sister. But I was always bigger than her, so I was her big little sister. Big little sister. But Monique took up for me all the time. But she would always say, Monica, what if I wasn't here? What would you do? And I'm just thinking like, hell, you gonna fuck them up. Well, you can. Okay, now that I got that blended all in the way that I want it, I'm gonna use this palette, which is my Morphe 35D. Now, I just got this palette because, I got it. And it looks like this on the inside. Look at that palette. Look at that. Look at those. So I think I'm going to play in these greens because I haven't done any greens. I was going to go in this region, but I'm thinking these greens because I haven't used greens. So I think we're going to use the greens today. So I was in third grade. Now, I was like an average looking child. I never had anything that was spectacular about me. My hair was just an average. It wasn't never long. It wasn't never short. It was just average. I looked like my dad. Now, Monique looked like my dad, but Monique is super dark. But she got freckles. And she is so pretty. She got almost silky, really long hair. Now, Margaret, on the other hand, Margaret was always 2 shades lighter than me. And she was tall, slim, cheerleader kind of build. But she was always taller than me. Monique was always shorter than me. I was just the average one. I was the middle child, the middle daughter. So I didn't get both. I got a mixture of everything. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so what I did was I took out of that palette, I used this color, Sweet Sage, and I packed it on there. I did not swipe. I just packed it on there. I packed it on there as I wanted it, so I can get the color payoff that I want. Now, don't worry about going over or being like real motherfucking precise, because it ain't gonna happen. So this particular time, I had been coming home telling Monique like, Monique, it's these girls that's mess with me, and I don't even know why they mess with me. Monique would listen, but she wasn't listening, but she was listening, but she wasn't listening. So I kept telling her day by day, like, Monique, these girls is messing with me. I'm expecting Monique to go and rip their fucking face off, but she ain't ripping nobody's face off. She got other shit in store for me. Okay, so what I did was I switched to this Morphe, what is this brush? This Morphe some brush, but this is a Morphe brush. I don't know what brush it is. I took a little bit of a brown color that was out of that palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe it up above where I put that other shadow at. And what I'm doing now is I'm cleaning it up. I'm not cleaning it up, but what I'm doing is I'm blending it in. Making it blend so it could be seamless. Okay, so this one particular time, we in the class. And this girl was painting her fingernails in the class. So the teacher came past and she was like, whoever's painting their fingernails, they're going to have their head down for 30 minutes in the class. So she come around to all the girls and she's smelling their fingernail polish. Now keep in mind, I had on black fingernail polish, but my fingernail polish was like chipping off and stuff like this. I wasn't really into like being all girly cat. I was just like going to school. I wanted to kick it. I just wanted to have friends. So I'm just kicking it. Okay, because I want that green to be green, I switch palettes. This is my Juvia's Place Tri palette. And look at those greens in there. So I think I'm going to use some of these greens to bring out the more green in my eyes because I want my shit green. Okay, so the teacher come past and she's smelling people's fingernails, smelling people's fingernails. The little girl come past me. She was like, "Don't you tell on me, because if you tell on me, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up when we get on the bus." I'm like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? So I ain't say shit. The teacher was like, now keep in mind, I wasn't a fighter. The teacher more like, come around smelling, come around smelling. She gets in my hands and she smell my hands and she look at me and I look at her. It ain't me. She gets to the girl. She smell her hands. And not only is her hands smelling like fresh nail polish, she busted. Now she busted. She pissed off at me. As you can see, I got the eyeliner on and that eyeshadow is kicking it. I like it. Look at that. Ooh, shit. Okay, so after her 30 minutes was up, she walked past me. Now, we all facing the teacher. She walked past me. And when I tell you she punched me in my back, when she punched me in my back, it sounded off like boom. Everybody turned around like, Micah got hit in her back. Micah got hit in her back. And she didn't do nothing. Micah got hit in her back. So I'm going to use this duo lash glue stuff. And I'll put it on my eyelid before I apply my eyelashes. And this is how I do it. I just go along the eyeliner just like that. It's messy, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. So I put that on there just like that, and it looks crazy like that. But don't worry about that. Don't listen to your neighbor. Your neighbor's stupid. Okay, so I'm finished this and I'm come back. Okay, this is what I got so far. So far, the brows is done, the eyeshadow done, and the lashes done, eyeliner and all. So I goes to recess. Monique see me on the playground. She come over to me. She said, "What happened? I heard about what happened. You let that girl hit you in your back." She said, "You got two options. Either you fight her or you fight me." I'm like, "Monique," she said, "either you fight her or you fight me." I'm thinking like, oh my God. Well, I'm going to have to, oh God. So I must kick her ass. Okay, so as time goes on, it's the end of school. She get on the bus first. Everybody gets on the bus, and they all in the back of the bus. She run up on me. When she run up on me, I close my eyes, and when I say I looked like one little black helicopter, I started off in slow motion, but baby, I went so fast that I could not even stop. Everybody was like, "Ooh, Michael fighting, Michael fighting." I get down there, we fighting. I'm airplaning her. All I know is hit this, hit this, hit this, hit this, hit this. The fight is awful because we in the third grade, so you already know we look like two little helicopters. They finally break up the fight. When they finally break up the fight, I turn to her now. Keep in mind, we both got like little hits in, so she bleeding, I'm bleeding a little bit. It's an ugly little fucked up fight. Okay, but I turn to her and I tell her like, "I'm not scared of you. I fought you back. So at the end of the day, you gonna leave me the fuck alone." And this. Monique turned around and she looked at me. She said, and so I went and sat at the front of the bus. She sat in the back of the bus. From that day forward, she never fucked with me no more. When I say she never fucked with me no more, to the point that we're grown now and we're friends. We're not friends when we talk, but I can say hi to her. She can say hi to me. But at the end of the day, we both still know that she was the bully and I was being bullied. I had it with the bullying shit. So when we come back, we're going to start on complexions. And I don't know what story I'm going to tell about this complexion stuff, but you already know I'm getting ready to tell y'all something. Okay, so I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye. Okay, hi, I'm back. So in order for you to have a flawless makeup application, you have to be able to prime. When you prime it, now this is not the story, but this is where we prime it. I'm showing y'all this. Okay, so what I normally do, I use this Smashbox primer water. Now, don't think that it's empty because it is, but I have a fresh one over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot it first that way, and I'm going to spray my face down. Now, what I'm going to use to dry this is this little fan that I got from Amazon, and it's actually an eyelash dryer, but I use it to dry my primer when I use like that Smashbox. Now what that Smashbox is going to do is going to get inside your pores and it's going to make your pores come out even. But when I say this is going to give it a flawless finish, this is going to be a flawless finish. When you see me again, we'll be back to okay, so what I've done is I've concealed my face. What I've used is this, the first concealer I used is this Morphe one. I don't know what name it is. If you can see it, there it is right there. Okay, so I'm going to go on with the second one, but I'm going to tell y'all the story about my son and this fucking ice cream truck. Okay, so Curtis had to be like maybe, I want to say like 5. We had moved into the projects because I had just got my STNA license and I was trying to get on my feet. This is what's not going to be a permanent place that I was going to stay, but I needed to stay there for right then because I had to get myself in order. Okay, so in through me staying there, I would barely let Curtis go outside, but he eventually, just burping and stuff, he eventually started making friends over there, and I like this. This particular day, I'm at home washing clothes, Curtis outside playing. So Curtis is across the street now with his little friend flipping off of this little podium thing, just flip, 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 flip. I hear the ice cream truck, but I hear it way down there. Now, previous to this, every time Curtis hear the ice cream truck, he would run over and find me. And I don't give a damn where I was. He'll find me. Mama, ice cream truck coming. I'm like, oh shit, here goes this fucking ice cream truck. But every time I would save like all my little quarters and stuff, and I'll give my baby a little ice cream or whatever the case may be. Now, the foundation that I used was this Morphe. This was a skin tint by Morphe, and I think I like it. I'm okay with it so far. Now, I don't like luminous foundation, but I had primed my face with a matte primer, so it should stay matte. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm just blending this in. So, this particular day, I seen Curtis. Now, keep in mind, I'm in the projects, so I'm talking shit. I'm outside. The lady next door, the girl and me we were standing outside. I was like, "You seen the boys?" She was like, "No." She's like, "But I heard the ice cream truck. They might be where the ice cream truck is." I'm looking out my back door. We standing by my back door. I can see across the street. I see the ice cream truck coming up the street. Boom. I'm like, "Oh, okay, here comes the ice cream truck." I might see Curtis running up to the ice cream truck, so I'm gonna catch it before it get to the corner. So little did I know, here comes the ice cream truck. On the back of the ice cream truck, I see 4 little boys. I'm like, God, I'm like, look at these badass kids. I said, their mama probably in the house eating bonbons and shit while these badass kids hanging on the back of the motherfucking ice cream truck. I'm glad that Curtis ain't on the back of the ice cream truck because he know I don't play that bullshit, blah, 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 Scooby-Wop, Scooby-Doo. The girl, she like, She said, that's why I'm glad they play together. I'm like, me too. And she like, well, if you catch them, let me know. She said, you go ahead and get it. I'll go ahead and pay you back. I'm like, okay. Okay, as soon as the ice cream truck hit the corner, I look on the back. There's my son and her son on the back of the motherfucking ice cream truck. You should have saw my fat ass trying to chase that goddamn ice cream truck down the street. My damn ragged ass baby on the back of that motherfucker just hanging, smile like, mama. Okay, so at that point, I knew that, my son was bad as shit. Now, this is the final look, and I absolutely love it. Look at that. Now, the only thing I don't like is that little shine that the skin tint gave me. But other than that, that face is flawless. So I appreciate y'all watching the 100 million video that I've made today. I'm not making anything else today. But I appreciate you guys watching. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.